So yeah, we access the properties. We added the function property method as well. These are properties, these are methods, they call methods. Okay, so updating object properties. How do you update the property name? Okay, so object name, what I'm going to do, person.name. So let's update the name. Okay, person.name, I want to name it something else. I want to name it Jen. So this is how you update. You access the properties just like dot notation or bracket notation, and then you assign a new value. Simple as that. So first, as you can see, it updates. Okay, we learned how to update. What else? Adding new properties. Okay, that's pretty easy too. Just similar to this, let's say this person object need to have address. Okay, no worries. Person.address, and let's give Sydney, Australia. Person.address. Okay, so it is added to the person object, so it should be able, we should be able to access this one. Save it. Yeah, Sydney, Australia. That's great. It's really good. What do we have next? So add new properties, done. Delete properties. Okay, so we did all this, but let's say I don't want to have the address anymore. Okay, we can use delete. Okay, delete method you get in JavaScript. Delete. What do you want to delete? Person dot address. Simple as that. Now, so first person index 26. So person dot address delete. Let's refresh. As you can see, it's undefined because it's no longer there. Great. What else we can do? Delete properties. Object has property. Okay, that's another way, another method we get with the object. For example, you need to determine certain property if this object holds or not. Okay, so in that case, what you can do is person, which is an object, and then you get this method called has on property. This is the method you get with every object in JavaScript. Okay, so person.hasOnProperty, it takes a parameter, it takes the name of the property. So which property you want to find out? Let's say age. Does this object has age property? What we can do is we can put inside console log. Has this property? Let's see. Console log has this property. Let's find out. First, has this property? True. Yes, it has. But if we give some other like likes, has one property likes. Let's see. Refresh. False. No, it doesn't have. Okay, so the next thing we want to learn is the nested object. So we can store object inside object as well. Yeah. So we have all these properties, methods. Now let's add another object. So comma, I'm going to say likes. Okay. Now likes is another object. Okay, so this is object inside object. Okay. So what are the likes? Let's say movie. By the way, I can put inside quotes or I can just don't worry about it. Okay, movies. Which movie I like? American Ninja. I don't know if this movie exists. Okay, movies, and let's say book. Learning JS. Okay, so this person object has likes, which is another nested object. It has movies and books. So how do we access this? How do we access? That's a good question, but it shouldn't be that hard. So let's get rid of all of them. Let's get rid of all of them. Let's get rid of them. Person.likes. Let's just try to console out what you see here. Yeah, we get the object as you can see. Next, I think we can do likes movies. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Dot notation works. Now that's great, but what if we had another nested object inside here? So what we would do that is we can again create another nested object. Okay. So movies will have another key. So basically objects are key value, name value pairs. That's what they call it. Name and then value. Properties and values. Okay, so let's give it a, actually I don't need the codes. Let's say the first one is American Ninja again. And then the second one, let's say Hulk. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah. Now when I reference to the movies, I get this entire object. So movies 2, that should give me the object. Yep, that's great. Now I could obviously use the bracket notation as well. For example, 2. Now movies. Okay, save it. Movies dot 2. Right? So yeah, that works. So we can combine the dot notation and bracket notation depending on the complexity of the object, right? For example, if I had one movie or something like that, if I had something like that, then probably it would come like this, right? It would come like that. Then in such case I could use the bracket notation to access that particular item. Okay? So in our case it works fine. So as you can see, you can use various techniques to access the object, and it's quite a skill. Okay, because when you're working as a JavaScript developer, all the time you get big object with loads of properties, and then you iterate through each of them and display in the browser, or things like that. Okay, so it's pretty useful, a pretty good knowledge to have, and it's not that difficult, is it? It's fun. For example, we created object using, we can use either object literal or new keyword. We can access the properties using dot notation or bracket notation. We can access the properties, assign the variable, which is pretty basic. Updating object properties, which is pretty easy with the dot notation, right? A bracket. Updating is just simply a reassigning, like person.name equals to something else. That works. We did that. Adding a new property is pretty easy. Name.address, because address doesn't exist here, we can simply add name.address and done. That's pretty good. Delete properties, you just use the delete keyword and then give whatever you want to delete. For example, if you want to delete the age, you just say delete person.age. Simple as that. Object has property, yeah, we can find that out using object has on property method, right? And then the nested object, which is pretty complicated, bit complicated if you're absolutely new to this world, but into the JavaScript, but that's what it is. It's pretty straightforward. You can nest as many levels as you want, and objects are key value pairs, name value pairs. So as long as you follow that principle, you're good. All right.